Good morning. Welcome to day 19 on the Superior Hiking Trail. Final day of our journey. We're just starting out and we're going to walk back to Cooke Campground where we stayed last night. That's where Cherry Pit's parked. And we got to go back, get my car, and then drive down to the Southern Terminus and park down there. Drive back to the campground and then start walking. So a little bit of car hopping to get this arranged, but we'll get it done. Feels good to be on the final day. Been a long journey. Our bodies are beat up. Don't recommend doing this without taking any 0 days, that's for sure. Because we're done camping, we didn't really need to take much with us today, so water, food, water filter, and some emergency supplies. That's it. We left everything else in our vehicles. So our packs are super light. Hopefully we'll be able to be a little quicker because of that today. If it's like this the entire way, I'm gonna be sad we didn't try to walk to Cooke yesterday. I know we were super tired, but this is really easy walking. Well, this is nice and easy. I got confused as to where the trail went because it was pointing this way, but then I realized we actually walk over this dam. Camera battery died right in the middle of that shot of the river next to the dam. Hopefully you got to see some of it. Luckily I have a spare just in case, and plenty of battery to get us to the end of the trail. Well, it's like 8:45 and we're already back to the parking lot at Cooke, so it was just over 2 hours to get that 6 miles done. Had I known it was that easy yesterday, it might have been worth hiking here, but we could tell it was somewhat flat, but that does not tell you anything. Flat can mean rocky and rooty and very difficult footing that could have taken us 3.5 hours. So we didn't know, but I know now. This is the swinging bridge area by Cooke Campground. Well, we got the vehicles moved and we're all set now. We're back on trail in 20 to 10, which is well ahead of schedule. So this is going to hopefully be a quicker day than we thought. We have about 7.7 to go to the finish line. I'm sure I mentioned it before, but we're using the Avenza app for navigation because there's no far out for this trail, and you have to buy the map pack for the Superior Hiking Trail. It's a series of 41 maps, and you just walk along them and you open up that particular map and you can see a little blue dot where you are on the trail, or in our case not on the trail anymore a couple of times, so then you got to walk back to it. But anyways, 41 maps. We have just entered the final map. Just over 5 miles to go. We're getting close. We can smell it. Let's go. Well, as we're getting to the last 5 miles here, I thought maybe I'd share a couple thoughts about the trail. It was a good trail, very good. I enjoyed this thoroughly. It was harder than I expected in certain parts, but then there were some also very easy sections. Like when you're south of Two Harbors, there's like 50 miles and it's like completely flat. You can just fly. I was happy that there's hardly any poison ivy. Like the last 15 miles we've been seeing it along the side of the trail, but aside from that it was like one spot where it was poison ivy and it was marked and it was only like 30 yards long. So to be able to walk this far, not have to worry about that, is a real treat. Camping zones were fine. After that first night where there was 8 people attempting to pack into a 2-person spot, I was worried, but never really an issue after that. Generally, there was at least one or two other people there, but one or two times I think we were by ourselves. And water is plentiful. I know this was a wet year, but not having far out made it a little tougher, because I think on many sections of the trail you could never carry water. Just down a half liter when you get to a stream, carry none, and then do it again. But you don't know where those are, because there are hundreds of little seasonal streams. Almost all of them in the northern 2/3 were dry. We started seeing some water running through them in the last 100 miles, but you really can't count on that. So we ended up carrying more water than we would have liked, because there's no up-to-date information like when you're using far out. So that does make it a little tougher. But overall, super enjoyable trail. I do recommend it. Just be prepared for some tougher days and adjust your mileage expectations accordingly, and you'll do fine. Also, the conditions on the trail. I have never hiked this long on a trail in this good of conditions. The trail maintenance crews are phenomenal. This is the best main trail I've ever walked on, and I can't even think of a close second. We did hit the occasional blowdown, but trail crews can't be everywhere all the time. I mean, these blowdowns happen every single day. So that was really great. Also, the people that helped us, whether it was trail angels or just random strangers that gave us assistance, that was really, really big. And it gave us some unique opportunities to meet some people, and we really enjoyed that. And just the kindness of strangers to help out a couple of hikers never ceases to amaze me. So thank you to each and every person that helped us along the way. I just thought of one other interesting point, and that is I walked the entire thing without digging a single cat hole, because all those campsites have those little pit toilet things, and so you don't have to dig a hole. The only time you would have to is if you're walking along and you can't make the next one. So sometimes you got to go during the day. You just look at your map. Ooh, if I can go 1.2 more miles. There was one day that I almost didn't make it, but I ended up pulling it off by about, in my estimation, 30 yards. So that's another nice thing about this trail. Did not have to get the deuce of spades dirty one time. We are not done climbing yet. Alright, favorite moments. My overall favorite moment easily is, I think it was the third day when we walked out for the Lake Superior Lake Walk, and we just came out there. It was just, stunning, beautiful. And then we got to take a break, have some snacks, and just watch the waves crash against the shore lightly. It was a pretty calm day. And then just admiring the grand view that is Lake Superior in that area. Just, that really stood out, that moment. I think number two, it wasn't really even directly a trail moment in terms of like the nature of it, but when Cherry Pit ate that donut off the ground in the parking lot by the visitor center, that was classic. That was really funny. So tons of other great moments out here, but those are probably two that stand out to me. Almost forgot to give you your daily boardwalk segment. Hasn't been a lot of it today. The trail's been so smooth and dry, but there you go. That might be the last one. I'm about to turn onto this dirt road on the left. That's where Cherry Pit is parked, and from there it's like 1.8 to the terminus. So a little over 2 to go. As we get closer to the finish here, I want to give a special thank you to Cherry Pit for hiking with me on this trip. He's got to put up with all my dumb jokes and all the wrong turns I take. Got to remind me which way to go, and he's very patient when I'm monkeying around with the camera trying to get the perfect shot of either me or both of us walking by. And Dude is tougher than a $3 steak, let me tell you. As tired as we've been some days, he's always forging on ahead and getting us to that next spot. And I've learned a lot from him about like outdoor stuff and even backpacking things. You know, he's hiked a lot of miles, so thank you to Cherry Pit for sharing this journey with me. Appreciate it. Just under 1 mile to go. Almost there. Only 0.2 to go, but I like you guys so much, I got that shot for you. All right, there we are. Nice. Did it. Well, we made it to the end. Now I've got a 1.9 mile hike back to the vehicle and heading down back home. So thank you everybody for watching. This is a great trip, and hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Signing off for now. Superior Hiking Trail done. Thank you.